Hello everybody, and welcome to Minecraft Snapshot 15W 31A, I think is what it is. And it adds, I have the wrong item here, all kinds of awesome stuff into the game. Well, the first thing it kind of adds is a sort of dual wielding. If you'll notice, I have something here in my other hand, and this is actually a new item. If I hit the F button, I can put it in my offhand or take it out of my offhand, and these are end rods. They're basically like torches, just they're like the end specific. You can find them in the end and things like that. And it's kind of nice because if you keep like torches or end rods or something like that, something with like a right click feature in your offhand, if your right hand item doesn't have a right click feature, you can right click and use it. So like I can put torches down. So like if I got, say, a shovel, for instance, I can sit here and, you know, if I was in creative mode or if I was in survival mode, I could be digging and then just be like, boom. And so, you know, I could dig down into the world, like I could go like this and dig down into a cave. And this is pretty bright, but then I could just be like walking around, mining, then boom. Just placing torches as I go. These things are apparently solid. I can walk around that one. So that is a really nice feature. The other nice thing about these end rods is you can place them on ceilings, place them on walls, place them on the floor. Apparently they're solid, as this is clearly demonstrating. I'm pushing and I can't get through it. Torches obviously aren't solid like that, so that's why I was quite surprised by that. So the other things they did was they added a crap ton of stuff to the end. This is one of the first things that they added, these chorus flowers. And if you look, this one here is actually like has like chorus fruit in it, and then some of these are flowers and stuff. Oop, that one just grew. So if you bring back the these pieces, the chorus flowers, you can place them on, I can't actually get the end stone there. You can place these chorus flowers on end stone, and after a little while they'll start to grow. It doesn't take that long. I actually put these, see, I actually put those ones down right before I started the recording, and they're already that big. You can see this one is just like growing that freaking fast. Look at that. Already grew like that. But these are pretty cool. They're a nice new feature. They're sort of an end plant, and we'll get more into some of the other features and stuff at the end. But if you break the lower block, it's cool because it breaks all of the blocks, and then you get these cool little chorus fruit. Oops, not what I meant to do. And with the chorus fruit, you can eat them. It's not like, supposedly you're supposed to be able to do that in creative mode. I guess that's a bug. But if we go into game mode 0 here, even if I'm like not hungry, I can eat them. And then eating the chorus fruit just like randomly teleports you around. Wow, that was really far. So another feature of the end now, these are growing massively. Another feature of the end are these things. These guys are called shulkers, and they're actually really interesting. You can spawn them from spawn eggs. They're interesting because they serve as blocks. Like I can stand on this, you know, I can't walk through it. You notice that every time it pops up, I actually rise up a little bit, as if I was like being propelled by a piston, which is actually really kind of cool. Hello. So of course, you know, you can kill these things just like this. And also, if you are in game mode creative or survival, they will attack you, and you get this little projectile that kind of follows after you. It doesn't look like you can attack it or anything, but whenever the projectile hits you, and it kind of follows along on like a grid pattern, as you can see, but whenever it hits you, you gain this levitation buff, which sends you soaring into the sky, which is kind of nice to some degree and can also be very bad. I'll show you why it can be kind of nice to some degree once we get into the end. It does look like I can destroy these by attacking them though, which is good. So let's go back into creative mode as I slowly fly up here, and we'll just drop right into the end, and we can see some of the changes they made to the end. So the first thing you'll notice is that they have completely done the entire Ender Dragon right here. It's sort of similar to the console version now, just updated a bit. You can see that you now have these cages, and you know, you have to either get inside of the cages or break the cages in order to get to some of those, which means you'll have to like tower up to them and stuff. Which means that you can't just go around and destroy all of the end crystals from the ground anymore. So it adds an extra bit of challenge. You'll notice I'm using a different type of arrow now than usual, and we'll get to that in a minute. Alright, that doesn't actually work on the dragon. That's interesting. And I probably can't shoot any of the Endermen because I'll run away. But these are spectral arrows, so we'll get to that in a minute. The more of these ender crystals and stuff that you destroy, the more defensive the dragon becomes. She starts actually like flying down there to the end portal and attacking from there. And if I destroy all of the end crystals, then we'll get this whole new type of combat system going on. There we go. We got all the end crystals. Now if I come down here, you'll see that the end portal is actually pre-built already. And if I just kind of stay down here a bit, the Ender Dragon should come down. And yeah, there you go. So the fun part is that while the Ender Dragon is here, if I was in game mode 0, she would be trying to breathe fire at me. Let me go into game mode 0 here. The other thing that she does is she shoots like, fireballs. They just kind of like come screaming down from the sky there. So she's gonna fly over here. And, whoa, that was really loud. Oh my goodness, I just got wrecked by the ow. Yeah, I'm not wearing any armor. I probably should have grabbed some kind of armor beforehand. I didn't even think about that. Yes, let's go fight an Ender Dragon without any armor. That sounds wonderfully intelligent. So, you'll notice that there is a new slot here in the survival inventory. It's sort of like a shield slot type thing. This is your offhand slot, so you can put stuff there. You either put things there from the beginning, or you can like, if you, like I said, if you hit the F button, it'll move it to your offhand. Now you'll notice that this says it's a potion of harming. It's not a potion, but it's an arrow of harming. If I use this arrow, it will deal basically the same effect as a potion of harming. You'll see that I just dealt a massive amount of damage to the dragon. It's mostly because of the fact that I have freaking power 10 on this bow. Holy crap. crap you are loud. Wow. Let's turn that down a good bit, please. Yeah, you'll see that she's trying to shoot us with fire and stuff. She is really still really loud, actually. I apologize if I'm like blowing out somebody's ears here. Let me turn hostile creatures down to like 30. That's better. Oh boy. So this is a new change to the way that the Ender Dragon fights, as you can clearly see. And now I'm going to, you'll see that I'm doing considerably less with the spectral arrow. So switch back. Hello. Switch back to the potion of harming here, and we will take the dragon down. And there's some cool stuff that happens after you kill the Ender Dragon now. I actually like this update because it makes the dragon a lot more interesting to fight. I always found that the Ender Dragon fight was kind of boring for being a final battle in the game. This kind of fixes that. You'll notice that whatever arrow and things like that I have in my offhand, that's what the bow preferences for use. So if I have, you know, arrows of harming and stuff like that, it'll preference that over the spectral arrows and things like that. I mean, there are of course still regular arrows that you can use and things like that, but you know, there's also the new types of arrows and stuff. But as for the Ender Dragon dying, she pretty much still has the same animation as she's always had. There's really no difference to her death animation or anything. Bam! But after you kill the Ender Dragon, it will of course spawn in the end portal. Hopefully, I guess. I think that's still a bit of a bug because it replaces the end portal. I think they still gotta fix that. But of course, you know, you get tons of experience and stuff for that. You can, however, respawn the Ender Dragon. And while it hasn't been fully implemented, there is a sort of a debug feature at the moment for it. I was watching some people do it. I guess you just build like a creeper face kind of thing. Not sure if there's a specific like size requirement to it, but just something like this. I probably did that horribly wrong, since it didn't do anything there. Yeah, I don't actually know how to build a creeper face, apparently. Well, in either case, if you build a creeper face, then you can, let's see, you can get the Ender Dragon to spawn in for you. And lots of noises coming from all over the place. Let me try something more like this. So I think it's more like, and then I know you can do it. I've watched somebody do it before, so yeah. Apparently I can't make a creeper face. Anyway, if you do that, if you build a creeper face, it will spawn in the Ender Dragon. There is also another thing. I just have to kind of find where it's at here. There's a thing, there it is. This is an end gate, and I already have end portals. This is interesting because it's a new type of portal. Obviously it is too small to step through. If you throw an ender pearl through, it will teleport you. And there's only one of these, so you'll want to keep track of where this is. But it sends you to a whole bunch of islands and stuff like that that are outside of the large island. I don't know if there's a way to return to the large island just by like flying around and stuff. I guess I could find out pretty easily. I just have to check my coordinates here, because that's -300 and 937. This is -2586. It looks like you can, but it's like the other islands are just like super far away. So, but this is the new islands and stuff. They spawn. This is where you can find the chorus plants with the chorus fruit. Again, if you break the stems, the whole thing collapses. But you can collect the chorus flowers, which are these things up here at the top. If I go into survival mode, I can break these and get the flower itself. And collecting the flower, you can transport that to like survival mode. They only grow on endstone. I think I said that earlier, but still. But you know, that's where they are. And so now for probably the most awesome feature, new dungeon. It's called an End City, and it's got these new what are these called? Purpur blocks. Whoops, game mode 0 is what I wanted. And as we climb up through the end cities here, you'll notice that you will start seeing some of the thingies, these things, the shulkers. And there's a lot of parkour and stuff. This is where the shulkers really come in handy though, because they give you levitation. And unlike, oh shoot, yeah, that's why they come in real handy here. Actually, if I place a shulker down here and let it attack me, you'll see that it gives me the levitation buff, which is really helpful for getting up and around here. If you look over in the right hand corner there of the screen, you'll see that there's a new buff. There's a new buff menu, which is pretty awesome. And so it shows you all the different types of buffs and things that are on you. Buffs and debuffs, I suppose. All the potion effects and stuff like that are on you. They're displayed up there in the top, the right hand corner of the screen there. There it is. I miss having mini maps that have like waypoints and stuff. But yeah, if we come back over here, I said you can explore the end cities because they're massive. But these guys here really do help you in like scaling these. But I mean, you take a little bit of damage from getting attacked by them, but not too much. So, and then like I said, the levitation buff is really handy, especially if you want to get like all the way up here. So there's all kinds of things that you can check out. I think there's treasures in some of these. I'm not seeing any immediately, but I watched somebody do a Snapshot video and they had some really awesome like loot and stuff that they had found. So I'm just kind of searching here, but I'm not immediately seeing it. I hope that they're going to do more with these. Maybe it's in this big building up here in the center though. I don't know. Ah, loot. So yeah, iron sword, diamond leggings, beetroots. I completely forgot that those were a thing now. Sorry for the noises coming from all over the place. I don't really have a good place to record on my own, so you know, we get all kinds of sounds and stuff. So from here, oh, well, that failed. I can climb onto the boat thing that's over here. And this is kind of nice because this has some extra loot. There's a brewing stand. It looks like this. So far, every one of these I've seen has 2 instant health 2 potions. So I'm starting to think that that's all that's in here. There's one of those shulkers. Again, more loot. Some emeralds. That I've not seen in these. And a beacon. So this is a good way of getting, I guess, obsidian if you need it for something. But also a free beacon, because that's pretty nice. It only has level 1 because there's only, you know, 1 level of iron blocks. But, you know, it's still, you know, free beacon. And of course there's the purple glass up there that makes it have the purple shine that goes up into the sky there. So, but that's really about all there is to the end. So if we go back to the overworld here, I can show you the beetroots. You can get the beetroots, the beetroot seeds, the beetroot soup you can make using 6 of the beetroot in a bowl. I think it only heals like 3 hunger. Whereas the beetroot heals like 1.5 hunger, so it's mostly, you know, worthless. But I can take my hoe and I can get some dirt because I don't actually have any dirt here. I'm in a desert biome, after all. Water. This is probably something I should have set up before the recording, but I literally completely forgot about these. But you can plant the beetroot seeds like that, they'll grow. You can bone meal them and all that, and you'll get the beetroots out of them. There's something else too that I just remembered that I don't remember anymore. I literally don't know. There are new splash potions. With the new arrows, you tip them with the potions. So far, there doesn't seem to be a crafting recipe for that. I'm guessing that they're going to add that later. But apparently, with that came the addition of splash potions for everything. In fact, there's even a water bottle arrow, which does absolutely nothing. So it's kind of funny. So if I spawn in, let's say, a horse, and this is the thing I wanted to show with the spectral arrows. If I shoot the horse, assuming it doesn't instantly die because OP bow. If I take my this normal bow here, spawn in a horse, and I shoot it with the bow, you'll notice that it gets this kind of glowing effect. This glowing effect is kind of cool because you can see it like behind blocks and stuff. And so this could like let you, you know, like in PvP you can shoot somebody with an arrow and then you hide behind something and you can still see where they are. It really is kind of an awesome little feature. Apparently I can't do that. I think the spectral arrows are kind of glitched because they have this like missing texture. I don't think they're supposed to look like that. There's several bugs in this though. So it's a new snapshot, so what can you do? So yay, spectral arrows. You can even shoot yourself with these, which is pretty cool. I'm in. Let me switch out here. And if I shoot myself with it, you'll see that, well, assuming I can actually shoot myself with it. I apparently cannot aim at myself. There you go. So now I'm glowing. You can shoot yourself with them, you can shoot friends with them. You'll notice that if I switch items, the border will change based on the item I'm holding and things like that. And again, like I said, you know, you can shoot mobs and things like that. Like I can shoot the squid, and I can see the squid. And so that's a pretty handy little feature in my opinion. I really like that. Kill this thing because it's getting on my nerves. Thank you, bye-bye. Yeah, the shulks, they do act like blocks, like I said. You can push them around with pistons, but if you push them into a block, they will actually teleport. That I can go ahead and show you guys. You get piston and get a shulk. Again, a lot of things that I probably should have sort of readied ahead of time, but what can you do? So, you know, I can push them with the piston. You cannot push them with the mine carts or anything. There's some kind of bug involved in that at the moment. So if I do this, you'll see that it takes damage and teleports. So that's pretty a pretty interesting feature in my opinion. So I don't even know where I went. There it is. So yeah, that is about it for this snapshot. Mojang is going to be adding in some other new features. Jeb, or one of them, had posted a picture of like shields being implemented, so that will be nice. You'll probably be able to put that in your offhand and then right click, and that'll probably like increase your defense or something like that, which should be pretty awesome. So like I can actually do that with the sword already. So but I think that's about it for this snapshot. So, oh yeah, you can also, I forgot about this, you can get the chorus fruit and throw it into a furnace. And once you throw it into a furnace, get a crafting table out here, you can throw the new popped chorus fruit into a crafting table and get the purpur blocks, and with those you can get like stairs, for instance, or slabs. And there's even like a pillar block. It's probably, I assume that's like you take purpur blocks, because you can see purpur pillar. I assume that you just take the purpur blocks and probably just do that to it. I mean, if I had actually done that right. No? Maybe there's the crafting recipe for the pillar yet. That's weird. It looks like this? No. I suppose that would be a stair. So I don't know how to get the purpur pillar blocks, but they do exist. You can probably find them in the end. And holy cats, that thing has grown massive. I think actually any of these ones that aren't like this, I think that means that this one, that they can still grow. Because, you know, like this one doesn't seem to be growing, this one doesn't seem to be growing, that one's not growing, that one just grew, this one's not growing. So I think once they look like this and then they give out the fruit, they stop growing. But if there's still flowers like this, then they still grow. So who knows how big these could get in the end. So yeah, if you want some really kind of weird looking plants, here is the purpur blocks for you. They're not purpur blocks, but the chorus plants. And like I said, that's about it for this snapshot. The only other thing that's left that I guess I could show is a change that they made to skeletons. Skeletons now actually like animate. If I go to game mode 0, you'll see that if I walk over to the skeleton here, he'll point his arrow at me. And that's kind of a new feature. You can actually see where a skeleton's going to shoot at and when they're going to shoot and stuff like that. And you can tell when they're not aggressive and such of that nature. Nope, my bow's too powerful again. Well, it is power 10, so what can you do? But yeah, that is about it for this snapshot. So if you've been enjoying, please feel free to subscribe. And feel free to leave a like. And I will see everybody next time. Keep calm and punny on, everybody.